Hello again, it's Noob, and here in front of us we have an ISEO Euro sonder, but you can probably tell from the keyway that this is a little bit more unusual than a standard ISEO Euro sonder you find in a lot of doors. The keyway looks a little different, a little more paracentric, and then you look at the key and you go, oh no, that is awful. Really bad. Well, actually, I suppose it's really good, depending on which way you think about it. Really good bitting. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? Look how deep set pins 1 and 5 are, and how high 2, 3, and 6 actually are. Very good. And this is the F6, the ISEO F6. I've actually seen these being thrown in at the latter stages of picking contests, and I've seen these not being opened. Why? Well, I believe the F6 is the one with tapered pins, and it always throws people because it's combined with really, really good bitting, a very paracentric keyway, and the fact that most people don't expect ISEO locks to have tapered pins. It really throws people, and they find them very hard to pick. And do you know what? They're really hard to pick. Anyway, I think what we'll do is I'll have a go at picking them and see where we get to. This is a 3-star lock, 1-star British Standard. Doesn't really mean a lot, but I rate this lock extremely highly. So it's a very performant Eurosonder indeed. Just look at that bitting. Right, I've not gutted this lock, and I put it off because I'll need to use these segmented followers because this isn't hollow at the back, so I've got to sort of pull the plug out and insert these behind and sort of push it through and add these segments in. I can just see it going horribly wrong, so yeah, wish me luck on a number of different respects there. Alright, let me get this into a vise, say a few prayers, and we'll see where we get to. Okay, so we're in the vise, and this is like I said, a hard lock to pick. We have a key with a bitting here, and naturally it just works perfectly, as you'd imagine. With extreme bitting like this, or locks where I know that there might be extreme bitting, I try to use something like the Sparrows Lunatic where I can, just to try to avoid oversetting the low pins. In this lock, 1 and 5, to try and get the pins behind them. So 2, 3, and 6 in particular. I'm going to use top of the keyway tension, just like this, and see where we get to. So light to medium tension, enough that the lock knows that it's under tension, but not so much that you get any bend in the tension tool. And when I go in with a pick this deep, I have to curve it round this this warding. Two, no, that's 3, sorry, 2, 1, okay, 5, 3, 2 again. It feels like nothing's moving, then do something called the Yukov nudge, after my friend Yukov. Very light tension. Ah, do you see that movement? So there definitely was an overset taper in there that we have just released by encouraging it by vibrating the lock, essentially. That's 2. Nothing on 3. Ooh, tiny click on 4. Let's go back to 6. Okay, good. Nothing 5. I feel like 3's binding. Let's give it a tap again under light tension. Okay, so we're in a false set now. Just need to find those binding spools. Okay, I think I lost the full set. It's okay, we'll get it back. Got one there, that's pin 1. So pin 1 seems like it's a spool, which is nice. So just under pin 5, nothing's going on there. Pin 3, that's good, but overset something. Got the full set back. Let's go in again. There we go. Lighten the tension, give it a tap. Ah, got it. Felt that move again. Good. Felt that core move again. So really is very easy to overset pins in this lock, that's for sure. Pin 1 again. Pin 4. Feel that we're definitely getting closer. Certainly not further away. Just it's a case of just trying to find those, as ever, the binding pins. Give them a nudge. Try to get past those full sets. Like that. And where you can, just get a tap under light tension to see if we can encourage any underset pins to drop down, and then go in for, so overset pins, go in to try and encourage the underset ones. We've just one pin away, but who is it? Pin 6 there. Look at that. We've got it. That is not an easy lock, but the important thing is to take your time. Now, I've got to gut this. I'm not in any way looking forward to it. So, wish me luck. And do you know what? I've had very, very poor experiences with these segmented followers. So just trying to get an appropriate part of the lock set up. I can't use a shim, unfortunately, but if I'm lucky, this should work. As long as I keep this nice and straight. So I can afford to move it around a tad more, I think. About there. Yeah, that should be okay. Right. I'm not looking forward to this. And the thing is, I've got to keep the pins up like this so they don't all drop out. Okay. So far, so horrible. And what I want to be doing is pushing, not pulling. There we go. And keeping that, I'm going to keep these pin chambers aligned with this part of the lock. so that I ensure that I stay with the right alignment so we don't end up kind of breaking the lock. Ooh. Okay, it's definitely going. Does anybody else have used these segmented followers before? You know, it's one of those things which you just don't really need to use very much, but when you need to use them, there isn't really anything else that you can use. So you're kind of grateful for them, that's for sure. Okay, I think that we're almost there. But what we've got to do is make sure that we absolutely push the plug out all the way. I think we might have got it. Just, wow. That is horrible. So here we go. Look at this. So yes, they are tapered pins. Let me show you what I mean. You see the top here has a bevel cut on it, and that means that you tend to get two sets with these pins. Wow, look, you can see the dust from the inside after all that picking. Gosh, just shows that if you pick a lot too much. Then we've got spools, and yes, they are tapered spools. They feel a bit like serrated pins until they do a full set. These I wasn't expecting. These little T-pins, these absolutely underset all the time. Look at my hand, it's got a little shake to it. Interestingly, my picking hand is fine comparatively, but my tensioning hand is feeling the fatigue, should I say. So yeah, well, aren't they really fun little T-pins in a commercial lock? Very cool. So there we go. Oh, and of course, yeah, we have the same in the for the key pins as well. They just absolutely want to overset at any slight hint. So they act like a spool and a T-pin all at the same time. Yeah, wow. That's actually a formidable kind of lock. I enjoyed picking it, but it's not for the faint-hearted, that's for sure. I really would recommend you getting an F6 and having a practice of them. They're very similar to some other locks out there as well. I think Abus do a lock like this. I know that I think the extra class Dimples have pins like this as well. Very cool. All right, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you all next time.